Hello, I'm Julie. Welcome to my presentation, Democratization of Ergonomics. Say you bought a new house and it is now time to unpack. Would you place objects that you often use or that are heavy there? I guess the answer to this is no. If I could read your mind, I guess the answer would be no. And reason is because based on the experience, you know that's not a good idea. Well, then something pops up in my mind and I kind of wonder why we do see this type of situation happening today on workplace design in manufacturing line and assembly line. We do see this today. It's still there. On the left side of things, I mean, if this happens to you at home or in the activity that you do, most probably what's going to happen is that you get a slight discomfort and move stuff around. But on the right side of things, that's a bit more serious because it is a situation where there's a high chance of developing musculoskeletal disorder and that's a lot of money in terms of direct cost that it costs. The amount there is for US only, so it could be up to $20 billion a year to cover the cost of musculoskeletal disorder. So the stakes are high on the right side of the screen. And just to cover for a $260,000 MSD cost, your company, for example, would need to generate over $8 million. So that's serious, and there's something for this. There's a domain for this. It's called ergonomics, and I know most of everyone listening to my presentation now, you know this. But then to the point of asking yourself, or maybe you are, or I know I was thinking, well, why isn't ergonomics accessible while in design? Because these stuff would be caught if we would know this. So tell you a story. Something happened. I did get an idea in 2012, a while back. I was supporting our actual product today, and I was meeting a lot of users, and I would see them use our software. And to answer this question, why isn't ergonomics more used or available in the design, two problems pops up in my mind. I just saw them. It kind of clicked, and I understood we needed to tackle those two problems if we wanted ergonomics to be part of the design. And the first problem is that it's hard to position the mannequin today. It's hard to do this, and to solution this, we partnered in 2014 with the Montreal Engineering School to develop something that's called the Smart Posturing Engine. Another problem that I saw is the fact that the people designing the workplace, they're not ergonomists. So they do not have ergonomic background, and maybe you're finding yourself in there. And on the other side, the ergonomists, they mostly don't really work in 3D, or they're not part of the design in 3D. So there was a gap there. There was something wrong there. And I thought we need to do something. And to try to solution this, we partnered with another engineering school in Montreal. And we thought, why don't we put some ergonomic guidance to learn ergonomics in the app, in an app right there. And then if it's not enough, then the user could reach certified ergonomists inside the marketplace, the Dassault marketplace. This image right there is the idea that I had in my head, something to help positioning the mannequin and something to help the non-ergonomists still do their job. That's where we were, and that's when the Smart Posturing Engine started and Ergo4All started. These are two technologies. So in a few words, what this means in terms of what the vision that we see is to bridge two worlds, the world of 3D and the world of ergonomics, by providing relevant and useful ergonomic guidance to product and workplace designers with low ergonomic background in order to help them take quick and efficient decisions to reach their design goals. The whole team is just so proud to announce to you today that there is a role now with those two technology as foundation, Smart Posturing Engine and Ergo4All technology, that will be available at the end of this year in 20XFT06, and it's called Ergonomic Workplace Designer, and here's a quick glimpse at it.
This is Ergonomic Workplace Design. It's an application that helps you design safe and efficient workplace for your worker. Let me show you how to use it. First, let's take an example of a production line that we already have modeled in 3D. On this line, we are producing gearboxes. We have added all the needed resources and defined the processes to assemble the product. In this example, the process is organized by station. So under each station are listed all the operations that the worker needs to do to assemble the product. One last thing that has been done is for each operation to assign a position to different 3D parts, so our assembly model is accurate. From there, we can directly launch ergonomic workplace design on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. This is the interface of the application. You can see on the left a navigator with 3 nodes: a resource node, a product build-up node, and a general system node. These nodes are reusing the information of our production line 3D model. For example, in the resource node you will see all the resources needed to assemble the product. The 2 other nodes are the product build-up and the general system. Under the general system node are listed all the operations previously created. By clicking on an operation, you will synchronize the 3D environment in the operation context with all the 3D objects positioned at their assigned location. Also, the build-up section is divided in 2. On top, the current section lists all the parts that are assembled during this operation. Under the previous section are listed the parts that were assembled during the previous operation. Now, in order to make sure that the production line is safe and efficient, I want to simulate a worker task in 3D. Let's create a worker task in this screwing operation. I want to see if my worker can safely get the power screwdriver with his right hand. For that, I will click on the plus icon of my operation. This is the interface that will describe to the system what my worker will be doing. It takes the form of a sentence of 4 sections. First, tell which hand to use, in our case it's the right hand. Then what is the action to perform? Here we want to get the power screwdriver. You see that we cannot click on the preview button. This is because the sentence is not possible. This is indicated by this icon here. It indicates that the last element of my sentence is not coherent with the action verb and the first object. In order to make it possible, I just need to change it. You can see that by putting my mouse over the possibilities, the link icons are changing to tell me if the selection makes sense with the other elements of the phrase. In our case, I will just put nothing on the first element. Here all my links are OK and I can click on preview. Now a lot of magic is happening. While you wait few seconds, the software is automatically calculating the posture for the mannequin and analyzing the posture to estimate the potential risk for the worker. And the best part is that it does it for 4 mannequins of different sizes. Now we can visualize the posture of the 4 mannequins to understand the potential problems. Here we can see some risk on the shoulder. It is indicated by the colored dots. If I click on my whitening icon, I have a detailed explanation of the risk. Here it says that the risk is on the shoulder angle. Below are detailed suggestions to enhance my design. The first one is suggesting me to lower the object to reduce the risk. Let's do it. We are in a 3D virtual environment. This will just take few seconds. I just have to lower my power screwdriver and relaunch a preview of the posture. I can visualize again the posture of the worker. Here I see that there is no risk on the shoulder anymore, so my design is now safer and more efficient for the worker. When I want to save my worker task, I can click on create and the worker task is saved under the operation. Thank you for the attention. Have fun using ergonomic workplace design.
With ergonomic workplace design, we are going from expert users to any process engineer, industrial engineer, manufacturing engineer wanting to design safe and efficient workplace. With ergonomic workplace design, we're going from minimal link with planning data to optimal link with planning data. With ergonomic workplace design, we're going from manual mannequin positioning to one-click mannequin positioning. And with Ergonomic Workplace Designer, we're going from no ergonomic guidance to useful ergonomic guidance. We call it the Smart Posturing Engine technology. We call it SMART because it uses inputs directly from the planning data to know exactly where to place the mannequin, what to grab, and what to look at. And we call it SMART because it creates the realistic and probable posture without collision with proper ingress in balance and according to the object weight. And mostly we call it SMART because it's fully automatic. Ergo for all, we say it's for all because it allows planner and manufacturing engineer without any ergonomic background to identify ergonomic issue quickly, iterate quickly, because the smart posturing engine creates quickly the posture, and then reach out to professional ergonomics that knows the game of working in 3D via the marketplace, the SoSystem marketplace, if in-app guidance is not enough. So that's all in Ergo for All, but most of all, it is based on recognized and referenced ergonomic standard and analysis so that you don't have to worry about this. Several milestones have punctuated this adventure since the beginning in 2014. Started with an idea in 2012. It started with an idea, and at that time, we had to imagine and then think and then define the virtual ergonomic vision. That's called the product discovery. And then find a research partner and actually build the research team that would be sitting inside a Dassault Systèmes office, but being part of a laboratory in university. And then to keep these people, we have to find the money for that. And with a minimum investment from Dassault Systèmes, I was able to find funding that would allow us to keep these brilliant and bright people inside our office to help us develop the smart posturing engine technology and the Ergo for All technology. And then went ahead and created the personas. If you guys don't really know about personas, it will be my pleasure to answer after this presentation, or just contact me. I can tell you all about that. But personas are a way to answer the question, who are we designing for? So who are we designing this product, ergonomic workplace design, for? So this is based on personas. And we built the user stories. Again, if you want to know about this, I'd be happy to show that to you or explain to you what these are all about. And make product opportunity assessment. Just contact me if you want to know more about these. It'll be my pleasure to give you more information. And then define the content for this new product, ergonomic workplace design, in what we decided to cope with is to have the level 2 is the minimum viable product, meaning this is the first launch of ergonomic workplace design, and we've made sure that there is the content that is needed to be able to design safe and efficient workplace. User testing, we've done that a lot based on prototyping. Almost every month since the beginning of this adventure, we've been testing a lot of the prototype that we have. And again, for this, if ever you'd like to be a user tester, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to include you in the next user testing. We created and maintained a team motivated and focused on the same objective. Everyone from me, my team, the research people from my team, the dev team, everyone was aware of this vision and where we wanted to go and where we wanted to be. In 2014, we wanted to be somewhere else 5 years down that time. But everyone knew about this and everyone was concentrated on this. We estimated a development plan and finally implemented everything in an agile mode. And we found a model that's called dual track development. And that's a useful way of developing because implement doesn't start at the very end. It really starts at the beginning when we imagine, think, and define. So that implementation team, they have no surprise. They already know where we're going. They've seen the prototype. They've seen the user testing. They know what they're going to build, and they're actively participating in bringing ideas in there. So that makes a team that is very efficient. As a conclusion, based on the title of my presentation, which is Democratizing Ergonomics, I'm saying to you, ergonomics is now accessible to you. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. If anything, just email me and I'll be more than happy to answer the question in the following session. Thank you.